Hello, and welcome to this training on how to set up Teleflex's newest simulator, the UroLift Sim version 2. This video will provide an overview of the important steps of setting up the simulator for use, including a review of the simulator components, how to unpack and repack the transport case, the do's and don'ts of simulator care, unpacking and repacking, setup of the simulator, how to quickly get started, a review of cases, and simple troubleshooting. Each transport case includes a SIM box, monitor, UL2 SIM handle, UL400 SIM handle, a wireless keyboard, Wi-Fi antenna, and both power cords for the computer component and the SIM box. All the simulator components fit into one transport case. To open the case, fully retract the handle into the case. Lay the transport case on a flat area on the ground, lid side up, with the latches facing you. The latches may be zip-tied from the previous shipper. To open, cut the zip ties and turn the latches from the vertical position to the horizontal position. Once you have opened the transport case, you will see the SIM box, 2 UroLift handles, and the detachable monitor. Take note of their positions, as you will place them back into the case in this same way. Don't worry if you forget. A diagram can be found in the user manual along with the instructions for repacking. First, remove the monitor, protective foam, and keyboard. Set these aside. Never throw away the packing materials. They will be used again. The UL400 and the UL2 handles are located in the slits in the front and back of the transport case. Using two hands, lift the SIM handles and their cords and tubing directly up and out of the case. Again, setting them safely to the side. Remove the power box and cords from the transport case. With a firm grip on the handle and bottom front of the SIM box, lift it up and directly out of the transport case. Place it on a sturdy table. It is extremely important to use one hand on the back of the SIM box and place your other hand completely on the bottom of the SIM box to lift. Never grab the stem protruding from the front of the SIM box. Now that all the components are completely removed from the box, we can begin to set up the UroSim. To install the monitor into the SIM box, first push both of the attached pins on the back of the monitor down until a click is felt. Once the pins are fully extended, with the monitor screen facing you, line up and insert the pins into the mounting holes located on the top of the SIM box. When inserted correctly, the monitor should feel stable and secure. Now you can connect the SIM box and various cables. The monitor will connect with an HDMI cable and 2 USB cords into the top ports of the SIM box. There is not a power cord to the monitor, as it is powered through the USBs. Once the monitor is connected, the 2 included power cords should be attached into the back of the SIM box. The circular plug is connected to the top left hole of the same shape, and the SIM box power cord must be inserted into the bottom right. When possible, plug directly into a wall outlet and avoid using power strips. Note the antenna connections on the top right of the SIM box. They are not needed for regular use. Select the SIM handle of your choice. Remember that when selecting the SIM handle, it must correspond with the cases you intend to use. Plug the USB into any of the matching ports along the back of the SIM box. Only one SIM handle can be plugged in at a time. Now, while holding the SIM handle, gently grasp the metal stem protruding from the front of the SIM box. Insert the tip of the SIM handle into the stem, while aligning the metal pin with the slot at the top of the SIM box stem. Rotate the handle gently to the right to secure the pin in the slot. Connect the clear tubing to one of the sheath ports on the handle. This completes the setup portion of the simulator. During travel and from prior use, the machine may need some general care in appearance. When caring for the simulator, it is important to know the do's and don'ts of simulator care. In general, you should only use alcohol wipes and a dust cloth or a microfiber to clean the monitor, tools, and base. Never use anything abrasive, acetone-based, water, or lubricant on the UroLift SIM. Packed cables should be bundled safely to avoid accidental damage. And only use the correct transport case. For the full list of simulator care, please see the user manual. To turn the simulator on, push the single power button on the back of the SIM box. This provides power to both the monitor and the SIM box. When the system has loaded and ready for use, you will see the UroLift branded startup screen on the monitor. Press the Begin button on the touchscreen. Each simulator has been assigned a number, and for quick use, it is preloaded with a user. You will find this on the top right under Recent Users. In our example, this machine has the user UroLift 1 Simulator. For most applications, you will select this option. Doing so will auto-populate the username and password. These details can also be found on a sticker on the back of the monitor. Click Sign In. If the system is not connected to Wi-Fi, a pop-up will appear regarding Unable to access network services. If the system is connected to Wi-Fi, you will go directly to the next screen. To get started with a simulation case, press Free Practice. Here, you will be able to select the simulation of your choice. On the top left, you select the UroLift handle you will be using, either the UL400 or the UL2 handle. Select the case you wish to begin. If the case does not start properly or an error code is immediately seen, ensure the UroLift handle matches the handle connected to the simulator. If not, either select or attach the correct handle. At the beginning of the case, you will be prompted to calibrate the handle by advancing and retracting the handle in and out of the SIM box. The simulated anatomy will appear following the calibration. Once the case is loaded, it will default to the cystoscopic view. Under Procedure Settings, you will see UroLift and Cystoscopy. Cystoscopy allows you to observe the anatomy with a visual obturator and a cystoscopic lens, like this. When UroLift is selected, a simulated device tip appears and implants may be placed. As with a real UroLift procedure, the UroLift handle must be in the unused or reset position. The simulator will only allow for you to change from cystoscopy to UroLift while in the bladder. Under Views, you can select a second non-cysto view. Top view is generally preferred. It may be helpful for confirmation of proximal and distal implant locations. Please note that when in top view, you are only seeing a single slice of this plane. So, the implant may or may not appear fully against the tissue, even though it does in the cysto view. You turn it off by tapping Standard View. Additionally, you will see under Training Settings toggles for both instruction and targeting. Instruction shows the deployment steps on the left side of the screen, while targeting allows green target zones to appear on the prostate. This may help a new user better visualize the planned implant location. This is most often used during employee training situations. Now you are ready to start your first simulation. During the case, in between each implant deployment, you will need to reset the UroLift handle to prepare for the next deployment. This is a trainee's reminder that during a live case, they will either replace the used UL400 delivery device or the UL2 implant cartridge. You will continually reset after each deployment until the case is complete. To switch users, click on your user icon in the upper right corner. In the drop-down list, select either Sign Out or Sign Out and Exit. To turn off the simulator, click the Off symbol in the upper right corner. Shutting down the simulator, you will first log out. Select the Power Down option in the menu. To disassemble the simulator, grasp the monitor with both hands and lift it directly up to remove. Push the pins back into the monitor case and set the monitor aside in a safe place. Ensure handles are fully reset and the safety is locked prior to packing. Using two hands, place the UL400 and UL2 SIM handles in the slots at the front and back of the transport case. Remember to tuck the cord and tubing into the square cutouts in the corners to prevent damage. Place the SIM box into the transport case. Remembering to use the handle on the back of the SIM box and to grip underneath the front, lower the SIM box into the transport case. Never grasp the metal stem. Place the power cords and power box back into the transport case. Next, pack the keyboard on top of the SIM box with the keys facing up. Place the protective foam layer over the keyboard. Last, lay the monitor face down on top of the protective foam. Always ensure the antenna is in one of the cutouts. After all the components are safely packed away, close the lid of the case and secure the latches. If shipping, zip tie the latches and place a return label on the handle. For any further questions, please refer to the user manual or reach out to a clinical medical affairs team member.